Hey, so in previous videos I've mentioned the importance of limitation to expand yourself as an improviser, potentially as a composer as well, but focusing on the improvisational side. And so yeah, I mean, there's obviously many ways to create limitations, different kind of forms of it, and some might be more appealing to you than others, and I would encourage you to go with the ones that are more appealing, but check out the ones that maybe seem less appealing, and then over time you might start to dig it. In another video I had mentioned playing on one string with one finger. That's a pretty limited amount of information and physical attributes that we can pull from. So to expand a little bit beyond that, this idea of mini positions. I have this G minor thing happening, and for some reason I had G melodic minor in my head to use as a tonal bass, and so let's check this out. Yeah, so mini positions, this idea of limiting yourself to two strings and no more than 5 frets. And so it ends up being a lot of 3 note per string, but the idea is to just, within that little limitation, let's pick, how about this zone right here? These 6 notes are, or is your instrument for a little while. And with many positions, you could just use one finger, and that might be kind of cool too. I'm allowing myself all my fingers for now. That's usually how I do these kind of mini position exercises, and it's really fun because again, like limiting yourself to just, for instance, in this case, 6 notes at a time, then yeah, it's going to force you to be creative within those 6 notes. And usually with those kind of that kind of pattern, right, we would allow ourselves to kind of move around more, which the thing is when you've spent even just a few minutes in one zone, or a couple minutes, when you start to kind of open things up, it immediately feels like you've been released from musical prison, in a sense. What I would usually do with this, it's kind of funny, I did it like this because I usually don't, where I'm in kind of like in a position and just picking or 6 notes at a time. Um, and So usually I would do it just going up the 2 strings at a time. So you end up with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sets of 2 strings. And that's a lot right there. You could even, I did this for a long time, doing string skipping, mini positions. I remember like here, these 3 notes, and then say these 3 notes. And already it gets you playing in a different way. That's kind of a nice way to kind of work on 2 note counterpoints. That kind of idea. That's a great one. Or even doing them on the low E strings. Just get you playing the instrument differently because you're focusing in on just a little zone, and therefore it frees up your mind in a lot of ways because you're not having to think about changing to other strings or changing other positions or changing to another set of notes. It's just those 6 notes on those 2 strings, and it just kind of opens things up for you. So I think it's a really cool exercise, a great limitation to help develop yourself as an improviser. And you can imagine like so many different concepts could be explored within this limitation. Everything from articulation and dynamics and melodic construction, and on and on and on and on. And so anyways, trying to think if there's anything else to mention. I'm sure there's plenty more to mention, but this is also a great exercise for getting you more comfortable with a particular tonality, right? Because if you're only doing 6 notes at a time, that really gives you time to chew on those 6 notes and get familiar with them in terms of where they are on the instrument and what they sound like. I encourage all my students and anybody watching this, if you don't already have one, to get a looper pedal. It's pretty common to have these days, but if you don't have one, I highly recommend it. It's a great practicing tool, and I wish I had one many years ago, but glad I have it now. And because you could pick the strangest scale if you wanted to, and get comfortable with it in this kind of exercise, and it really helps. I don't know. I was tempted to pick a different tonality. Let me do that real quick, actually, while I'm here. What the heck? I don't know. Something strange. How about it could be anything, right? G mixolydian, or how about B flat mixolydian flat 2? Not that strange, but what the heck? So I would create some kind of B flat mixolydian. I didn't press the button on time. Try it again. Screwing up, guys. So mix B flat mixolydian flat 2. So great way to get it in your ear and to really explore just making music with a little set of notes in this maybe less than familiar tonality. And therefore you're expanding yourself in many ways by doing that. And even better if you recorded yourself doing that. Yeah. Then you would listen back and make observations about it. That's a whole other video too. But anyways, hope you enjoyed that, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Thanks.